Hello, welcome everyone. In this lecture, we are going to study the concepts of electric corona and few gate model questions on it. Okay. So basically, what is corona? Corona is the ionization of insulating medium surrounding the surface of conductor in the transmission line. So corona is the ionization of the insulating medium, that is air, that is surrounding the surface of the conductor in a overhead transmission line. Okay. It is the disruption of dielectric strength of air at the surface of electric conductor. Okay. Now, why corona occurs? When we apply AC voltage across two conductors whose spacing is large compared to their diameters, then atmospheric air surrounding the conductor is subjected to electrostatic stresses. That means in a transmission line, the spacing between the two conductors is substantially high when compared to the radius of the conductor. So when two conductors which are separated by a substantial distance, if you increase the voltage between them or if you increase the voltage of transmission, then at the surface of the conductor, the electric field intensity keeps on increasing if you increase the voltage of the conductor. So because of this high electric field intensity at the surface of conductor, the air that is surrounding the conductor gets ionized. Okay. So basically, the high electric field intensity at the surface of conductor is the main reason for the occurrence of electric corona. So suppose if the spacing between the two conductors is less, then if you increase the potential difference between them, or in other terms, if you increase the voltage between the conductors, then direct flashover occurs between the conductors without occurrence of any corona. That means if you keep the two conductors very close to each other and if you increase the voltage of transmission, then the number of free electrons substantially increases. The number of free electrons substantially increases between them, and direct flashover can occur between the two conductors without occurrence of any corona. Understand? So if the spacing is shorter as compared to the diameters, if you keep the two conductors very close to each other, then what happens? Direct short circuit will occur without occurrence of corona. The phenomenon of hissing noise, violet glow and production of ozone gas in overhead transmission line conductor is known as corona effect. So when corona occurs, so the conductor makes a hissing noise and there is a violet glow surrounding the surface of the conductor and ozone gas is produced from the transmission conductor. If you, even after occurrence of corona, if you further increase the transmission voltage or if you further increase the electric field intensity at the surface of conductor, then this corona effect will become more and more pronounced, which is identified by more hissing noise, more violet glow. Understand? And there is always a chance that even if you increase the electric field intensity, even after occurrence of corona, then flashover can occur between the two transmission conductor. The flashover or the short circuit can occur between the two transmission conductors. See, these are the images where the corona has occurred. So this is a transmission line where corona has occurred, and this is this is one more example where the corona has occurred. Understand? So this is called corona ring. Okay. So why corona rings are used? Corona rings are used to reduce the effect of corona. That means if we increase the surface area at the points where corona is most probable to occur, then the electric field intensity is distributed over a large surface, so the effect of corona reduces. So corona rings are used to reduce the effect of corona at those points in the transmission lines where the probability of corona occurrence is more. Okay. If the conductors are uniform and smooth, the corona glow will be consistent throughout the length. Otherwise, the rough points will appear brighter. That means, if you have a solid, smooth, round conductor, then the corona effect will be uniformly distributed and corona effect will be less when compared to the stranded, non-uniform, rough and damaged conductors. So one point which you have to remember is corona effect is more in stranded conductors when compared to solid conductors, and corona effect is more in dirty conductors when compared to the clean conductors. So critical disruptive voltage. The voltage of the conductor at which corona starts to occur is called critical disruptive voltage. So here you have to remember it is a phase to neutral voltage. It is the phase to neutral voltage, that is the voltage of the conductor with respect to ground or neutral at which the corona starts to occur is called critical disruptive voltage. One more thing is, if the conductor voltage, the phase to neutral voltage of the conductor is less than critical disruptive voltage, corona will not occur. So the minimum voltage at which corona starts to occur is called critical disruptive voltage. So it is given by the product of the radius of conductor, and m0 is called irregularity factor, delta is called air density factor, G0 is the dielectric strength of air at normal temperature and pressure conditions, and again capital D is the spacing between the two conductors of the transmission line, and R is the radius of the conductor. So again I am telling you, critical disruptive voltage is the voltage between the phase and neutral or ground. Understand? So you can observe that here the critical disruptive voltage, the voltage at which corona occurs, increases with what? Increases with the radius of the conductor. That means the critical disruptive voltage increases with radius of the conductor. That means if you increase the radius or if you increase the size of conductor, the voltage at which corona occurs is increasing. That means if we increase the size of conductor, the corona effect is reduced. The probability of corona occurrence is reduced if we increase the size of conductor. So that's why we at higher voltages, that means for voltages above 220 kV, we try to intentionally increase the size of conductor so that the corona occurrence probability is reduced. That's why we go for bundled conductors, expanded ACSR conductors and hollow conductors. Mainly we intentionally want to increase the size of conductor so that the corona is reduced. Okay. Next is irregularity factor. That means lesser is the irregularity in the conductor, more is the critical disruptive voltage. That means smooth, solid and round conductors, corona is less, but for rough conductors, the voltage at which corona occurs is reduced. For stranded conductors also, the corona occurrence probability increases. Okay. Next, spacing between the two conductors. That means if you increase the spacing between the two conductors, your VD, Vd is increasing with logarithm of spacing between two conductors. That means if you increase the spacing between the two conductors, then corona, the probability of occurrence of corona reduces. Next, dielectric strength of air. We know at normal temperature and pressure conditions, the dielectric strength of air is 21.2 kV per centimeter. It is the RMS value. The peak value is 30 kV per centimeter. You have to multiply RMS value with a factor of √2 to get the peak dielectric strength of air. Next, air density factor. So, air density factor takes care of the atmospheric pressure and the ambient temperature. Even the occurrence of corona depends upon the atmospheric pressure condition and the ambient temperature condition. So that is taken care by this air density factor. So delta is given by what? 3.29. Air density factor is given by 3.92 into H, where H is the height of mercury column in centimeter in barometer. So for 1 atmospheric pressure, how much will be the barometer height of the mercury column? 760 centimeter. That is equals to 1 atmosphere pressure. Okay. And 273 plus T degree. T degree is the ambient temperature in degree centigrade. Okay. So basically, the corona occurrence depends upon the size of conductor, spacing between the conductors, shape of the conductor, and atmospheric pressure and temperature conditions. Okay. Visual corona. Immediately after occurrence of corona, that means immediately once the transmission conductor achieves the critical disruptive voltage, corona starts occurring. But immediately after its occurrence, corona may not be visible to the naked eye. Further ionization of the air is required for the corona to be visible to the naked eye. That means that violet glow will not be immediately apparent to the naked eye once immediately after occurrence of corona. Further ionization of the dielectric medium, that is air, is required for the corona to be visible to the naked eye. The voltage at which the corona is visible to naked eye is called visual disruptive voltage. So visual disruptive voltage is given by critical disruptive voltage multiplied by a factor, that is 1 plus 0.3 into square root of air density factor into radius of the conductor. Understand? So what you can observe is the visual disruptive voltage is greater than critical disruptive voltage. Understand? So already we know delta is the air density factor and R is the size of conductor. So methods to reduce the possibility of occurrence of corona. How we can reduce the corona? See, again I am reiterating the fact, the electric field intensity at the surface of conductor, is given by phase to neutral voltage of the conductor divided by capital R, size of the conductor, into logarithm of d by r. So electric field intensity of the surface of conductor is given by phase to neutral voltage of the conductor divided by r, radius of the conductor, into logarithm of d by r, where capital D is the spacing between conductors and r is the radius. Now you can see, as we increase the transmission voltage, then obviously the phase to neutral voltage of the conductor increases and electric field intensity at the surface of the conductor also increases. So for this reason, we cannot reduce the voltage of transmission. So to reduce the electric field intensity, what is the other option we are having? To reduce the electric field intensity, what we can basically do is we can increase the size of the conductor. We can increase the size of the conductor. So that is the fundamental idea in avoiding corona or reducing the effect of corona. Okay. So the voltage at which corona occurs, that is critical disruptive voltage, decreases with increase in the size of conductor. Decreases with increase in the size of conductor. Thus, greater is the transmission conductor, greater is the size of transmission conductor, lesser is the chances of occurrence of corona. So the basic method that we adopt to reduce the effect of corona or reduce the probability of corona is to increase the size of conductor. Increase the size of conductor. So to increase the size of conductors, we use bundled conductors, hollow conductors, and expanded ACSR conductors are used in transmission lines. To reduce corona. Basically these conductors are used for transmission voltages greater than or equal to 220 kV, where the occurrence of corona, the probability of occurrence of corona increases. What we use? We use basically bundled conductors, hollow conductors, and expanded ACSR conductors are used in transmission lines to reduce corona. Using corona rings at the terminals of high voltage equipment, encircling point where corona is likely to occur reduces the effect of corona. At high voltage points where corona is likely to occur, what we do? We increase the surface area of that point, or we give more surface area at that point so that the electric field intensity is uniformly distributed or electric field intensity is reduced. So by providing corona rings, that means you can observe at this point, instead of keeping a single point, I am providing a ring. So overall size of that point is increasing. The electric field intensity of that point reduces. Thus the probability of occurrence of corona reduces. So we are using corona rings at the terminals of high voltage equipment, encircling the point where the probability of occurrence of corona is more. Okay, so you can see in this high voltage transmission line, corona rings are provided at the points where corona is more likely to occur to reduce its effect. Again, we have seen increasing the spacing between conductors also decreases the corona effect, which we have already done. Factors increasing the possibility of corona. So in stormy weather conditions, see, if we increase the number of free electrons, in the air, what happens? The probability of occurrence of corona increases. So in moist weather conditions, the ion density increases rapidly. That means in moist or in stormy weather conditions, the number of electrons surrounding the conductor surfaces abnormally increases. Thus the voltage at which corona occurs reduces by 80% of the normal voltage. Therefore, the possibility of corona increases in rains, snowfall, and moist weather conditions. What is the main reason? In normal weather conditions, the number of free electrons in the air will be less. Okay, so in moist weather conditions, this number of free electrons and thus resulting air molecule ion density increases as the number of free electrons surrounding the surface of the conductor increases, the probability of corona increases. Okay, so in moist weather conditions, the corona occurs at 80% of the voltage, 80% of the normal voltage. That means if the critical disruptive voltage in normal weather conditions is say 200 kV at 200 kV at NTP, in moist weather conditions, the critical disruptive voltage will become 160 kV only. It reduces to in moist weather conditions. In moist weather conditions. Understand? If you keep on increasing the electric field intensity by increasing the voltage of transmission conductor, what will happen? All these free electrons which are very close to the surface of the conductor will experience very high electric field intensity, So they attain high kinetic energies. With these high kinetic energies, they attain high velocities. So these electrons moving with very high velocity, having very high kinetic energy, when they collide with neutral air molecules, they also dislodge their valency electrons. In the neutral air molecules. As a result, more electrons will come. As a result, the number of electrons surrounding will increase. So this happens as an avalanche. That means more and more electrons are produced. Again, these newly formed electrons will experience high electric field intensity. Again, they attain high kinetic energies and they collide with some other neutral molecules, and an avalanche of electrons is produced. Okay, so this, what happens? This completely ionizes the air surrounding the surface of the conductor. So the conductor surface, the air which is surrounding the surface of the conductor completely ionizes because of the huge avalanche of electrons. Then only corona will occur. So high electric field intensity at the surface of conductor will leads to more and more creation of free electrons. So as a result, corona will occur. Next point. At higher altitudes, both temperature and atmospheric pressure both will decrease if you go to the higher altitudes. But however, the fall in pressure is more than the fall in the temperature. Therefore, corona possibility increases in higher altitudes or hilly region. So if you remember the air density factor, it is 3.92 into height of mercury column in barometer by 273 plus T degree centigrade. So at higher altitudes, what will happen? At higher altitudes, both atmospheric pressure will decrease and temperature will decrease. But which will decrease rapidly? The atmospheric pressure will decrease rapidly. The reduction in the numerator is more when compared to the reduction in denominator. So delta value, air density factor, delta value will reduce at higher altitude. So when delta value reduces, obviously from the higher altitudes, the chances of corona are more because the air density factor will decrease. So the rough and irregular surfaces will give rise to more corona because we have seen the irregularity factor. It is because the unevenness of the surface decreases the value of breakdown voltage. Similarly, a stranded conductor has irregular surface and hence gives rise to more corona than a solid conductor having a smooth surface. So the rough conductors, the irregular surface conductors, what will happen? Your irregularity factor M0 decreases. So the probability and the possibility of corona increases. So again I am reiterating, the rough and irregular surface will give rise to more corona. It is because the unevenness on the surface decreases the breakdown voltage. Similarly, a stranded conductor has irregular surface, hence gives rise to more corona than a solid conductor having a smooth surface. So corona loss. So when corona occurs, there is a power loss. The corona effect in electrical transmission lines is accompanied by loss of energy, which is dissipated in the form of light, heat, sound and chemical action. So when corona occurs, we have already seen there is a violet glow and there is a hissing noise and the ozone gas is released. And since the air surrounding the surface of the conductor starts conducting, there is some heat dissipation also. So corona in electrical transmission lines is accompanied with a loss of energy which is dissipated in the form of heat, light, sound and chemical action. The corona loss affect the efficiency of transmission line. So definitely more is the loss, efficiency will slightly reduce. But corona loss will not have a big impact on the transmission efficiency because the loss is very small. So a scientist called Peake has given one empirical formula to calculate the corona loss. So corona loss is given by 240 into this factor f plus 25 divided by delta into square root of capital R into D V minus Vd into 10 to the power of minus 5 kilowatt per kilometer per phase. Okay, here in this formula, capital R is the radius of the transmission conductor, F is the frequency in hertz, V is the phase to neutral RMS operating voltage of the conductor, that is V, Vd is the critical disruptive voltage, and D is the spacing between the conductors, delta is the air density factor. So what you have to remember is that corona loss is directly proportional to frequency plus 25 factor, that is very important, and it is directly proportional to the voltage difference between phase to neutral voltage of the conductor minus critical disruptive voltage of the conductor. So one thing you have to remember that if the phase to neutral voltage of conductor is less than critical disruptive voltage, the corona will not occur and corona loss is 0. So only at critical disruptive voltage corona will occur. If the conductor voltage is less than this critical disruptive voltage, then corona will not occur and corona loss is 0. Okay. So corona loss increases with the frequency. Corona loss increases with the frequency and the difference between these voltages. The difference between these two voltages. So from this we can say even in HVDC conductors there is corona loss, but it is very small when compared to the HVAC corona because the frequency in HVDC lines is 0. Other disadvantages of corona. So the current drawn by the line during corona, the current drawn by the transmission line during corona is non-sinusoidal and hence non-sinusoidal voltage drop will occur in the transmission line. This may cause communication interference with the neighboring communication lines. So during corona, the transmission line draws non-sinusoidal current. So as a result, there is a non-sinusoidal voltage drop in the transmission line. So the balance of the power system is disturbed. So when the balance of the power system is disturbed, there is a residual magnetic flux surrounding the surface of the conductors. So there is the communication interference in the neighboring communication lines. So when corona occurs, there is a communication interference. So corona occurs, there is a communication interference in the nearby communication lines. This is the one more disadvantages. The third disadvantage is that on the formation of corona, ozone gas is produced which chemically reacts with the conductor causing corrosion. So production of ozone gas will cause the corrosion of conductors. So there are three disadvantages. First one is power loss due to corona, communication interference due to corona, and the third one is the corrosion due to production of the ozone gas. Let's see what are them. corona reduces the magnitude of high voltage steep fronted, means sharp edged waves due to lightening or switching by partially dissipating their energy in the form of corona loss. What he is telling is that suppose in a transmission current corona has occurred. That means corona phenomenon is happening in a transmission conductor. Because of some switching operation or because of some lightening, if there is a high voltage transient, that is occurring, what will happen? The steepness of this high voltage transient is reduced, because it is dissipating the energy of this transient wave in the form of corona loss. Okay, so when a conductor is in the state of corona, if some high voltage transient occurs because of some switching operation or because of the lightening effect, the steepness or the steepness of this transient wave is reduced by dissipating its energy in the form of corona loss. Okay. The second one is corona effect reduces electrostatic stresses between the conductors, thus reduces the possibility of flashover. So once corona occurs, then the probability of the short circuit between the conductors, the probability of flashover between the conductors is reduced. Once corona occurs, the flashover possibility between the two conductors is reduced. Why? Because it reduces the electrostatic stresses between the conductors and the probability of flashover is reduced. And salient points of corona. Corona losses, main points are corona losses can be reduced by use of large diameter conductors, that is hollow conductors, bundled conductors and expanded ACSR conductors. Power loss due to corona is in the range of 1 to 2 kilowatt per kilometer. It's very less. For transmission voltages in the range of 500 kV, bundled conductors. That means if you use bundled conductors, the corona loss is reduced. However, the corona loss increases rapidly in bad weather conditions, that is in moist weather conditions, that is frost conditions, ice loading conditions and heavy rains. Okay. Corona even occurs in HVDC lines, but the HVDC corona is less severe than HVAC corona. Why? Because we have already seen the corona loss is directly proportional to F plus 25. So in HVDC, the frequency is 0. So the corona loss is also less. Okay. So HVDC corona, high voltage, the corona in DC lines is smaller when compared to the corona in AC lines. The next point is the positive conductor in HVDC lines will have a smooth glow. The positive polarity conductors in HVDC lines will have a smooth glow, while the negative conductor will have a spotty glow. In HVDC transmission line when corona occurs. In HVDC lines, corona is approximately 2 times in bipolar lines when compared to monopolar lines. That means corona in monopolar lines is less when compared to the corona in bipolar HVDC transmission lines. Corona in HVDC transmission lines normally increases with the wind velocity. You remember these points. Corona loss can be reduced by use of hollow conductors. Why? Because the radius of the hollow conductor is more when compared to the conductor. So, which will account for this? The current density is reduced. If you remember the formula of current density, it is the current divided by the area of cross section. So if you to reduce the current density for the same current, what we are doing, we are increasing the area of the size of the conductor. So to reduce current density, so if you reduce the current density, then the size of conductor is increased. That means once the size of conductor is increased, we know that the critical disruptive voltage decreases and the probability of corona decreases. So in hollow conductors, the current density is reduced, so corona losses are reduced. Hollow conductors are used in transmission lines. The main reason they are used is to reduce corona effect, to reduce skin effect. Here skin effect option is not there, so option is to reduce corona. And even this is a very common question, bundled conductors are used in high voltage transmission lines to reduce corona. Main reason why we go for the bundled conductors is used to reduce the corona. Okay. The last question for this lecture. Corona loss on a particular system at 50 Hz is 1 kilowatt per kilometer per phase. The corona loss at 60 Hz would be. We know that the corona loss is directly proportional to F plus 25. Since it's only asking the variation with respect to frequency, so corona loss is directly proportional to F plus 25. In the first case, let us call the corona loss is PC1, which is directly proportional to what? F plus 50. So let the corona loss at 60 Hz, let us call PC2, is directly proportional to F plus 60. So if you take this one, if you simplify this, so PC1 by PC2 is equals to, if you remove the proportionality constant, this is 75 by 85. So we know what PC1 value is 1 kilowatt. So PC2 will become how much? 1 kilowatt into 85 divided by 75. So this 75, this value will become 1.13 kilowatt per kilometer per phase. So option D is the right option. Option D is the right option. Thank you.